Hello, welcome to VNews Podcast Daily and following are the highlights.
A memorial to President Hồ Chí Minh will be built in Khăm Muộn province of Laos. Hương pagoda kicks off in Hanoi suburban district of Mỹ Đức. Cửa Vạn fishing village attracts visitors to Hạ Long Bay.
A memorial complex to President Hồ Chí Minh will be built in Siêng Vang village, Nọng Bok district in the Khăm Muộn province of Laos.
An agreement to this effect was signed in Vientiane on January 27th by Director of Vietnam's Ho Chi Minh Museum Chu Đức Tính and Suvandi Sisavat, in charge of Laos Khe Son Phom Vihan Museum. The project will be built at a cost of 35 billion Vietnamese dong, $1.6 million as non-refundable aid from the Vietnamese government. The complex is expected to be completed this year to mark the celebrations of Vietnam-Laos Friendship Year 2012.
The Hương Perfume Pagoda in Hanoi's suburban district of Mỹ Đức opened on the 6th day of the Lunar New Year, January 28th, attracting tens of thousands of people from across the country.
Many families in Hanoi and adjacent areas had to leave from 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. in the morning, despite rain and chilly weather, to reach Hương Tích Cave at the opening time of the festival. The organizing board said it has arranged 4,600 boats and motorboats to serve pilgrim demand. Vietnam's largest and longest Buddhist festival will last until April 30th or April 10th, according to the lunar calendar.
Sixteen Vietnamese crewmen who escaped from the blazing fishing vessel Jung Woo 2 of the Republic of Korea south of New Zealand on January 1st arrived at Nội Bài International Airport in Hanoi on the afternoon of January 27th.
They flew from Christchurch, New Zealand and are in good health. Two injured Vietnamese crewmen, Ngo Van Si and Tran Van Nguyen, remain in hospital in Christchurch. Si is recovering and expected to leave hospital next week, while Nguyen has to stay in hospital for further treatment. A representative of the ship's owner said that due to bad weather, it has not been possible to reach the ruined ship to search for the three missing Vietnamese crewmen.
As part of the development of the overseas Vietnamese community, expatriate businessmen strive to make practical contributions to their host countries and the homeland.
There are about 3,500 projects and enterprises in Vietnam invested by overseas Vietnamese, with a combined registered capital of nearly $11 billion. This development is partially attributed to specific policies and measures which have facilitated the participation of overseas Vietnamese enterprises in all economic activities in the country. The business force is involved in almost all areas, such as trade, construction, real estate and production of export goods, contributing to the state budget. In the last 10 years, we have experienced unceasing development thanks to local government support, as well as conditions decided by relevant agencies. We understand that they are under reform, with a view to improving and simplifying administrative procedures and policies. I understand that Vietnam has a good potential business climate. Although difficulties exist in the economy, there remain opportunities for business and investment in the country. Encouraging overseas businesses and promoting the benefits of their resources to the country's development and increasing cooperation with OV and other countries are key tasks for the Vietnamese community in foreign countries. Nguyen Thanh Son, Deputy Foreign Minister and Head of the State Committee for OV, said the committee will propose that government and relevant agencies offer more favourable policies for OV to invest in the country, as well as create conditions for domestic enterprises to do business in foreign countries.
The Ministry of Education and Training has instructed localities to achieve the universalization of junior secondary school education in all communes nationwide this year.
According to the Ministry, illiteracy has been eradicated in all communes and districts, and 55 out of 63 provinces and cities have achieved the universalisation of primary school education. By the end of last year, 99.4% of the country's communes had completed the universalisation of junior secondary school education.
The central city of Da Nang has seen an impressive development over the past decade and is now on the way towards stronger growth. Let's take a look at this new phase over the past 15 years.
Since Da Nang was separated from Quảng Nam, Da Nang province to become a centrally governed administrative city in January 1997, and a resolution on turning the city into a major socio-economic center in the central region was issued. Its authorities and people have made important achievements in many fields. Strong socio-economic changes have gradually turned Da Nang into a modern city. From 2005 to 2010, the city's average GDP growth reached 11% and rose to 13% in 2011. Its economic structure changed positively with a high rate of activity in the service, tourism, industry and construction sectors. Da Nang is always listed among best performers in the Provincial Competitiveness Index rankings. In 2011, Da Nang was honored by ASEAN as an environmentally sustainable city. Thanks to the guidelines of economic growth in line with social progress and justice, and the active implementation of social welfare policies, the lives of local people have improved significantly. The city lowered the rate of poor households from over 10% to 9% in 2010 and to 3.05% last year. Through flexible and creative measures, Da Nang has made hallmarks in implementing the motto, "State and people work together," and the policy of clearing land for infrastructural development. From Sơn Trà to Địa Ngọc, the coastal roads are lined with high-end resorts. Many schools and hospitals were renovated, and new bridges across Han River gave new vitality to the locality. Over the past 15 years, many major building zones have been put into use, including industrial zones, tourist and new urban areas, which have contributed to creating a new face for the city.
Located in Hạ Long Bay, a World Natural Heritage, Cửa Vạn fishing village is surrounded by imposing natural scenery with steep stone mountains. The village, which includes many floating houses, has become an attractive tourist destination for both domestic and foreign visitors.
Opened 5 years ago, Cửa Vạn Floating Cultural Center in Hung Thắng Uất, Hạ Long City, is the first of its kind for the fishing community. With familiar images of fishing tours, the center lures many visitors, especially researchers and students. Cửa Vạn Floating Cultural Center opened on May 19, 2006. Each year, the center welcomes a large number of visitors, including foreign affairs delegations of the state and provinces and students. Cửa Vạn Floating Cultural Center is one of the 12 ecological preservation projects in Hạ Long Bay. Local people's daily life is reflected through 6 themes: nature and people, livelihood of fishermen, material life of fishermen, fishing in people's lives, spiritual life of fishermen, and present and next generations. In a bid to better understand the daily life of fishermen, we visited local residents' houses. This is the small house of Liu Thị Oanh, who has lived on the water for 27 years. With her long-time residence, Oanh knows cultural identities of the fishing village better than anybody. She and her family still preserve customs of ancient worship, since local people believe that praying will bring good luck for their fishing. Traditional customs of our floating village are very different compared with those on land, as they contain more spiritual factors. During holidays, fishermen often go out to sea to pray for good luck, as they believe that gods at sea are very sacred. It is not an accident that Cửa Vạn is dubbed as the fishing village, as people said that Cửa Vạn worships a god who protects the village. The Floating Cultural Center is a communal house of 176 households and more than 176 people. However, local people still have to face a wide range of difficulties. Living here is much more difficult and complicated than online, especially transport and education for children. Our difficulties have reduced by half since we settled in floating houses instead of boats. We feel busier as more and more people visit our village. There are no schools, so children have to stop their education to succeed their ancestors as fishermen. Despite difficulties, local island people have tried their best to preserve and develop their traditional customs. As a result, the fishing village in Ha Long remains an attractive destination for domestic and foreign tourists.
And this is the end of the news today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.